Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Rush Racing Division 4 Zandvoort Sprint Weekend. I am your host and commentator, SJ. I'm not normally here, but I am here. And we've managed to get a comms, we've managed to get a stream. I've had to change a few things around, so please bear with us. It might be a little bit under the weather at the moment. So yes, we are here for Division 4, and then straight after this we've got Division 2. So the double header. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it for the comms, for letting me do a double header. But I'm not on my own tonight. I am with the man himself in the Williams, and it's his first ever time in the comms box. So give him a round of applause, give him some confidence, and cheer him on all the way. Keeper, good evening.
Good evening, SJ. How are we going, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good, thank you. Looking forward to this one. It's been a very tight division, so I think we'll see some good racing tonight.
Yes, this will be a very interesting one, to say the least. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, the weather, we've only got 19, so we're waiting on one more driver. I don't know if that person's going to turn up. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. That is a Red Bull. Everyone else is in, which is really good to see. Yeah, what do you think we're going to see here tonight?
Yeah, look, it like I said, it's been a very tight division, especially with the constructors. Obviously, F7's been in great form, 2 firsts and a second in his last 3 races, so he'll be looking to continue that, I think. And I reckon 2A will be, trying to spoil the party, I reckon, tonight.
Yeah.
And let's not rule out Rico Ralph either. Second in the driver overalls, I believe. So.
Yeah, going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys go. It's the first time we're doing Division 4 for a while. So this is going to be very, very exciting. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Nishka. Welcome, Uncle Roo, Shaz, everyone else. Yeah, here we go. So looks like we'll be running either 19 or we will be running to wait. We'll have to wait and see if that person is going to make it in time. So, China, if you are here, mate, we are waiting on you. If not, then unfortunately, you will only be driving one Red Bull tonight. So, right, let's go through the grid and let's see who we've got on the grid. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Tyler in the Mercedes, Hennessy in the Red Bull. Will the connection be the problem? It was a big problem last week. Hopefully it is under wraps and he has got a better connection. I heard that it is a wired connection tonight, so fingers crossed that doesn't cause any problems. We've then got Calco in the Haas, reserving again. He done a fantastic job last week, and he's going again. We've got Gangster in the Alpine. Did not have the best of weeks at Imola, so we'll have to wait and see there. Brandy, known as Dynasty, had a fantastic week with his teammate in the Aston last week at Imola, so will he be able to do even one better this time and take pole position? We've got 2A as well. Will he be able to do on the bounce? 2 in on the bounce. That's going to be the question. Chidang in the kick. Com United, the other Aston. He is replacing Vu tonight, so he'll be very interesting to see how he goes, because he is going from Div 4 to Div 3. We've seen him in Div 3. What can we see him do in Division 4? Jennifer in the Visa cash out. We then got Brad in the Mercedes, who's been very good since being full-time in the Merc. And like you said earlier on, keeper with Raf there, he's done a fantastic job. Still hasn't won a race. Is that time about to happen tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Wogjet in the Williams. We then got Min May in the V Cab as well, reserving as well. We've got Ados in that Ferrari, but having to serve that pen as well. We've got Falcon in the Williams, Mudpack in the kick, and Protein Group also to serve a quali ban in this race. Reigns in the McLaren, and F7, one to watch out for definitely. He has been on great form lately. Can he do the same again? We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, pretty good grid tonight. Keeper.
Yeah, definitely a good grid here, mate. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some good racing. There's, more than just the individual drivers. There's some great team battles going on in the constructors here, with a very tight grouping at the top and then another very tight grouping in the midfield. So, they'll all have their own targets to reach for. Some will be wanting to win races, and, other people will just be wanting to get the result for the team to move them up in the constructors.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very exciting to see what happens there. Oh, as Tyler has gone straight into the wall and he's hit the curb and lost the front light plate there. So he's got it completely wrong. I don't know what's happened there, if he's lost control of his wheel or something's happened, but he's gone straight into the wall. And that is definitely not something that you wanted to see happen there. What other div races Sunday? Division 2 and Division 4. They are the two divisions that race. We'll have to wait and see what happens there, but that's a nasty accident for Tyler to have here. One thing I want to talk to you about, Keeper, it's interesting on tyre situation here. Got quite a lot of guys on the mediums, but also a few guys setting on the softs. Now, we know the sprint is very interesting because it only gives you one set and another set as well. So strategy is going to be the key here to get pole position.
Yeah, it definitely is. It'd be interesting to see. Obviously, it probably depends on what tyre allocation they go for, but yeah, most people only have a set of mediums and a set of softs, which is why you're seeing a lot of these guys on meds on their first lap, saving those softs for their final run to try and get the best they can out of them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the guys that are using their soft already are able to do it at the back end of this quali session.
No, definitely. We have a 109.957 at the moment from Wogjet that has set pole for the time being. Chidung in that P2 and Raf in that P3. Here is F7, only P8 in Zandvoort at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. He is on those mediums and see those guys on those softs. We jump on board with Minmay, who's on a flying lap. I'll take it away for us on this one. He's on the soft, he is reserving as well, and we only got one driver at the moment that is not on the grid, and that is either Claire or looks like it is going to be either Claire or China, but it doesn't look like we may not see another Red Bull driver tonight on the grid, which is unfortunate, but still 19 drivers, that is a good show. And I'm sure we're going to see some very good action coming up. As the sprint is nearly finished, we've got 5 minutes left, gone very quick into the sprint, and yeah, we are going to be finishing this up very, very soon. So here we go, we're on board Minmay for a flying lap. Take it away to myself. Here we go, down the main straight, 66% on the ERS, on to 8th gear, dropping into 5th, then into 4th, then onto 3rd. Didn't want to get onto the curb. You do not want to ride that curb going into turn 1 at Zandvoort. It can really push you into the pit wall or even out of the race. Very nicely coming round into the nice hairpin into turn number 2. We've seen the F1 guys, they take it really wide. We take it very tight. As you can see now, getting up as much acceleration as he can. Alos doing a 123.557 and DNFing, losing it in that sector 3 area on that last corner, getting on to the DRS to the main grid and using as much acceleration as he can as possible. Out of qualifying. Really unfortunate there for Ados. As we see, Protein Group has actually set a time at the moment, so he's fine, but he cannot set a time in qualifying. He needs to retire in feature. He's okay at setting the time in sprint, but not in the feature. Here we go. Last couple of corners for Minmay. 32% gets onto the curb a little bit. Unbalances the car. Coming around to the final corner now. 13%, 12%, 8%. As much acceleration as he can. What's it going to be? It's a 110.536 for Minmay up into P11. Back to you, Keeper.
Yeah, that was an interesting lap. From what I've seen from a few others, I think he burnt a lot of battery early in the lap. It'd be interesting to know whether that's impacted his lap time a little bit there by not having more battery left at the back end of it. But, you know, looking at these times here, he's not far off the pace with, you know, the front of the field. It's pretty tight around here being a short track, so still plenty of opportunity when they come out for that final run.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how where we're going to go here, as we've still got quite a few guys in the pits still, and also quite a few guys on those medium tyres as well, who have still not got off them. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that is going to go. Yeah, we've got 3 minutes to go, and the two Williams, P2 and P3, great night so far for them. Can they continue there? As we've got an Alpine that lost it.
Yeah, Alpine.
That was Gangster.
Yeah, Gangster. Yeah, wasn't too high. It was Gangster. 3 lap old meds there, so I reckon he'll be coming to the pits to chuck on some sauce for the final run. Should still have enough time.
There we go. We've got 3 minutes to go. Calco really got the pace here on those mediums. Look at that, 109.838 at the moment on those mediums, 109.57 on the soft. So that just tells you how much pace Calco has got in that car at the Haas, and they are looking really good. We see Cross Eyes Gaming unfortunately being dropped to a reserve now, and Deep White picking up Calco, who looks like could be. Oh, you did it on the soft. It's my apologies. To apologise. Just change tyre. All good, mate. No drama. Then we've got Calco that's in on those mediums at the moment, and going to be very interesting to see if he is going to be a full-time driver for Haas. I think he is a full-time. I'm just going to just double check that actually, because I don't know if he is.
This could be interesting here, SJ. We've got F7s out on an outlap a lot earlier than everyone else. Everyone else is starting to come out now, but if a couple of them hold off, he might find himself in some trouble with some traffic here on his hot lap.
Yep, indeed we are. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. I am going to let you take this one on board. It's no Jux. Jux is a no-show again. So, it looks like could be losing the seat there in that Division 4, which is really unfortunate because he hasn't done any races as of yet in that Division 4. So, really unfortunate what's going on there for Jux at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. But we are about to get on board for a flying lap with F7. Keeper, on your debut, mate. Take us away with the McLaren driver.
Alright, so here he comes around the final 2 turns here onto the main straight. And into 7th gear, he starts burning as he hits the straight, and up to 8th, burning down to 75% there as he approaches turn 1, down into 3rd gear. And yeah, he's taking that first turn very nicely there, back onto the ERS, up to 5th, round the right-hander here, throw himself into this left-hander down to 3rd, round the hairpin, and he's got plenty of battery there, 90% of battery at the moment as he starts burning here. Down to 80%, up into 7th gear as he comes around the right-hander. And he's looking pretty good for space here. I don't think he's going to have an issue with traffic, so he's timed that very well at the moment. As he comes down here, this corner here can be quite tricky. If you get too far out on the exit, you get stuck on the curb and it's lap over, it's day over. So he's done well to stay off that curb there. And as he comes around to this first DRS zone, he still has 100% battery. He's in none, I think he's backed out of this. He's in none. He's backed out of it. I reckon he's going to go for a hot lap on the last run now. He's going to do the double out lap.
Yeah, 100%.
He's backed out of it.
He's going to have to get a move on though, because I'm looking at that time and it's like 10 seconds, 12 seconds. So this is going to be close. This is going to
be very close.
Make it. Oh, this is going to be close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, he just makes it.
He's started. He's done it. He's just makes it. Here we go. So around turn 1 again, goes F7, burning straight out of turn 1 there, down to 75%, up into 6th gear, down to 5th, into the hairpin here. Oh, he's locked up. He's locked up. That is going to have chewed some time off that. He will not be happy about that one, F7 here, as he continues to burn, as he heads towards this, I think, very awkward fast right hander here. Like I said, you've got to stay off that curb as he approaches it now. 33% battery left. And he's stayed off that curb very well again here. So, doing well. Battery's in a good position here for him. Up into 4th, down to 3rd as he approaches this DRS zone. Starts burning, hits DRS. And he's looking pretty good here. Down 25% battery left. He's half a second up on his time here. So this is a really good lap if he's left himself enough ERS for the end. He goes down into 2nd, up to 3rd, 4th, 5th. Into 6th gear as he approaches the last 2 right-handers. Into the DRS zone. He was half a second down on his time here, so this looks like it could be a very good lap here for F7. Where's he going to go? 109.7. He's only up to P7. I don't think he'll be overly happy with that.
No.
But we'll see how he goes in the race. And he was the final person across the line too. So we've got Falcon on pole for Williams. Rico Raff will be absolutely ecstatic sitting in P2 here to try and pick up some extra points, given he's in the championship battle, and F7's back there in P7.
Yeah, I'm a little I don't know. I think that was a risk, wasn't it, that McLaren had to make there and go on that later stint right at the end. And he just made it, probably a second to the line there. But as you can see, Falcon, as you said, taking P1, Wreck-It Ralph taking P2, and Chidang taking P3. And they are all the guys at the top at the moment currently, apart from Falcon. Falcon is not right at the top at the moment. So Wreck-It Ralph and Chidang all at the top of their standings. And we've also got 2A there as well. We've got Brandy in P6, and I think he'll be very disappointed with that F7 in that P7 spot as well. And
You've got to wonder how much time that lockup cost him. It looked like a pretty big lockup, so that may very well cost him a pole or something close to it.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, as there is no safety cars in the sprint race, which is, I don't know why. I think it still needs to be fixed and get that sorted. But
we've got rain.
There we go. So
we have rain.
This is definitely going to spice this race up massively, and fantastic. I think that's a very risky move that McLaren made there, because if he wouldn't have got that, he would be looking at the back of the pack if he would have invalidated it. So very dangerous move there for McLaren, especially with his position he is in currently at the moment in the championship standings. Going to be very interesting to see how he goes in the sprint race. Remember, this is where it matters. This is where you can make or break your season for any team, and also for your championship standings as well, because it is the first one. It is get extra points, obviously 8. Obviously P1 down to P8 only get points, and obviously the feature is the biggest one, where you get obviously the most points all the way down to P15. So if you're not in that P8, you ain't scoring any points, unfortunately, and it doesn't matter even if you've got fastest lap as well. You need to be in that top 8. There we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for Division 4 for the sprint weekend at Zandvoort. And away we go with wet conditions intermediates. Falcon going into turn 1 with Wreck-It Ralph. And very nicely so far. We're going to go a little further down at the back. We've got moves happening left, right, and centre. Brandy dropping down into P7. VS7 or F7 up into P6. Very nicely so far. We've got a little bit of a drama at the back. Hennessy is round. I don't know if that's connection, but the two Red Bulls, one's 20th and one is 19th. Not the start for both Red Bulls. Back up to the front though. Chidong is in the gravel. He's gone way wide there. Oh! He's hit the back of Calco. That will be looking for a bad re-entry. Drama here. He's all over the place. It's Saudi Arabia all over again.
That was crazy, and I noticed an Alpine looking like they were in a bit of strife there too. Gangster down 3 positions from the start as well.
Oh, drama. It would look like it was Saudi Arabia all again when he turned around and took out 3 drivers. Chidang does not want to do that, especially the position that Kicksauer in at the moment in the overalls. You do not want to be making those mistakes, but it is very wet out there, and these guys are really just trying to get into the groove on those laps. They've got 11 laps of racing to go. Keep a really good start for most of the guys at the front.
Yeah, fantastic start. They got through very cleanly. As you can see, the front 2 have held their positions, and 3rd, 4th and 5th have all gained 1 or 2 positions themselves. The McLaren TP and Jack will be pretty happy with what he's seen here, because he's got GM Reigns back there in P11 up 5 positions in the first lap.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal as well. And also the 2 Williams as well of Wildjet and Falcon doing a phenomenal job as 2A goes around the outside of Raf and gets the job done. He's really sliding that car. He really was sliding that car coming around that corner. And now here comes Wildjet. Wildjet is now putting the pressure on Raf. So it looks like 2A has got a little bit more pace than Raf in that Haas. But he's really pushing that car, as now 2A is right behind Falcon. 2A looking very good in these wet conditions at the moment, very early days. And it's a great night so far for the Williams and also for 2A and Raf. But F7 not far
Let's watch
behind.
F7 here. He's looking very dangerous behind Wogjet there. He's looking like he's getting very close to the rear. He's coming to the corners, and I reckon he's going to set up a move down the straight here.
Yeah, I'm just seeing here that Raf has actually lost the DRS. Well, there's no DRS, unfortunately, because we're in wet conditions. So if it does go dry, then he's in a bit of strife there. As you can see, he's really struggling. He's lost nearly just under a second there. And 2A and Falcon, as 2A goes for a move, goes for the lead of this race, and so does Wogjet. He looks to go for a move on Raf, doesn't get the job done. Falcon loses that position to 2A now, and 2A out in front in that P1. So this is a phenomenal night so far for 2A.
Oh, and F7 around the outside here, unable to get it. Oh, he might go side by side down here. This is going to be a very tight battle. Who is going to get it done? Wogjet holds him off. That was a very ambitious move by F7 there, and it nearly worked, nearly paid off.
Oh, he's on the grass! Oh, hit the curb there. Got to be so careful in these wet conditions. You do not want to hit the grass on wet tyres or even intermediates, because you will spin. It will definitely cut you in half. And we can see here that Brandy, and known as Dynasty, is really putting the pressure on F7 now after making that mistake. So he's going to be very careful. Question is, though, very, very difficult to get moves and to get the overtakes done because of the defensiveness that you can be here in these wet conditions with no DRS. So it's all about ERS management, braking, and also traction as well. How much traction you can get around some of the corners and curves as well. As we can see, Raf is struggling a little bit. He is keeping within that second margin with Falcon, but we're seeing here comes Wogjet on the right hand side, going for the move in turn number 1, doesn't get the move done as Wogjet still stays in that P4 position. A nice little battle going on here by the front, but Falcon has been dropped by 2A by 1.9 seconds, now 2 seconds at front. 2A having a great night so far in these wet conditions at Zandvoort.
Yes, 100% there, SJ. You know, they say the weather is the great equaliser in F1 cars, and it becomes about the driver and not about the car. And 2A is showing that tonight. He's, you know, it took him a little while to get through the starters there, but once he's got through, he is just tearing away from this pack. 2.5 seconds now, and yeah, that is talent in these weather conditions. That is brilliant driving.
Yeah, definitely. We can see here that Wogjet has just actually dropped back from Raf, and he was right behind him. That's then brought F7 back into it, and also Brandy. So if Wogjet can get past Raf, that is a double for Williams in the podium at the moment in this sprint race. Remember, there is no safety cars. We do not see any safety cars. That's going to be the question. I don't know if I should put like a little bit of a prediction on Williams. Will we see a double podium in the sprint for Williams? Why not? Why not? Let's go for it. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we'll get it. Will we see a double podium for Williams? Hang on. Will we see? Because I haven't got that many. Williams double podium sprint. Yeah, because I don't have that many characters. Yes. No. Alright, there we go. We'll let's have a look. We'll go 5 minutes to predict that. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So get your predictions in for the Williams double podium. Will we see it in the sprint? Yes or no? We'll have to wait and see. How's this guy still Div 4?
Got a good battle going at the back here between Com United and Bread in the mid-pack there. Com United is putting the pressure on the back of him, but Bread does seem to be able to counteract it through the corners.
Got a few people in the chat there not happy with 2A's performances. Obviously thinking he's quicker, but this is a wet race. Wonder what he's like in the drive. We'll have to wait and see. He's doing a fantastic job, and yeah, it's interesting to say. You could say the same thing about F7 though, couldn't you? He's won 2 races. 2A's won
two races in a row, then backed up with a second.
There you go. You could say they could both need to go.
As Wogjet goes for the move here on Rico down the straight, they're going to be side by side into turn 1 here. And Rico's going to try and defend around the outside, which is the prime position to be in for these corners up ahead, and he holds onto that position, I believe. Oh no, Wogjet's got him. Wogjet has got him done. So very good effort there by Rico to try and defend around the outside, but he just could not hold on to that position. So we now have the Williams in position 2 and 3.
Yeah, great job there by the 2 Williams drivers of Falcon and also Wogjet. The question is now though, look at these conditions. It is dry. There is no rain, but it is still going to be damp. Now, how long do these guys go on the intermediates? Do they go to the end? Do they change the tyres? As we're seeing Hennessy get onto those mediums, this is going to be a question. This could change this race dramatically. Even though 2A does have a good lead here, this could change it massively because he could have a wet setup on. We just don't know, as Falcon is 4.3 seconds behind him. But if DRS is enabled, do you think we could see these guys start to change, get onto some different tyres, even though it's only 6 laps to go?
Yeah, I think the laps left is the important thing there. If the DRS doesn't come in till lap 8 or 9, I don't think it's worth it, because you're not going to make up the time on a pit stop in a couple of laps, I don't think, on these inters. But obviously you'll be looking towards the front of the field to make that decision for everyone. If they start going in, I think most people will follow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we will see them pit.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Well, it's 7 laps out of 12. I'm still looking at that track. It's still looking a little bit damp, but it is dry out there. We're still not seeing the DRS enabled. Just looking on board a Protein Group at the moment. He is in that P8 position, putting pressure on Calco, who did have that incident, and it looks like that Chidungs did go into the onboards there, so that will be looked at in the sprint race as well. We've also got Ados that's gone onto the softs, and he is down there in P19, so we'll have to wait and see how that's going to go. It looks like him and Hennessy are going to have a nice little battle, even though he does have that front left plate gone. We're going to go a little bit further back down. We've then got Protein Group putting the pressure on Calco. It's a very good night so far for the two Hasses in P7, P4, and the Williams in P2 and 3, and the Mercedes also. But at the points at the moment, the last person that is scoring points is Protein Group, but he's got Tyler Mandavy for comfort, and he's putting the pressure on at the moment. Got very, very good ERS management, and 2A just doing fastest times again and again and again. And he is getting quicker and quicker. So he has definitely found a setup to a T here, which is going to be interesting. Going to be very interesting to see how 2A does in the race if he is this quick in the sprint. 6 seconds in front. But anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen in this race.
Yeah, some people are suited to certain weather too. Like, you can be as good as anything in the dry. That doesn't mean you can drive in the wet, and he is showing that he can. And the two at the back, unfortunately, have made the wrong decision going on to the dry tyres here, because they are just losing ground on the guys with the inters. They are not gaining any ground whatsoever.
Yeah, I think the track is still a bit too damp, isn't it? I think it's not going to work there. Oh, as Wildjet's made a big mistake, and he's lost 2 more positions as well. So he's out of the podium at the moment. He's now going to battle against F7, and he's really struggling on those intermediates. Oh, we've got yellows. We've got yellows at the back, and that's Braid. Braid has not had the last good couple of weeks. He's actually dropping down into P16. You've seen him right at the top there, Keeper, in Division 4, and he's now not at the top there. So not having a good of night tonight. Wildjet falling back now into P5. Going to put pressure on F7 and Raf as well. So that prediction is looking very different. People are saying no. 90% will Williams double sprint. They're saying no. 6,000 on that. And that has just finished, so we'll have to wait and see what's happening there. As Gangster does the fastest lap with 1:19.731, and he is all the way down in P12, out of the points. Question is, will Tyler be able to get the points and cause a problem with the Protein Group? And will Wildjet be able to get back and overtake S7 or Wreck-It Raf? Because Wreck-It Raf is kept in that P3 position for quite some time, in that P4 position as well. And he's holding it, even though there's a 1.4 gap between him and Falcon.
Yeah, he's under the pressure. I think that's helped Falcon out a lot, is the pressure that Rico's got from behind. Definitely helps the driver in front when they've got no one around them to just be able to focus on what they're doing and not have to worry about anyone else. I think, this P3 position is going to be very interesting, because there's a lot of drivers lining up behind there, and with the laps come down, the moves start getting more desperate, chasing those positions.
Wildjet's been spun. He's been spun round. Oh, he's gone in the gravel. Do not do him at the entry. He's trying to get round. Oh, absolute drama. Wildjet has gone from P3 all the way down to P15. And that is absolute drama here for him. Back out to the front. There's been a damage. 2A has gone on the softs. He said the intermediates are stuffed. He's not going to continue. Look at that. There is drama here in this race.
And
And we've got yellows.
they are following in.
We are. They're all following him in. I can't believe it. He's decided to stay out and going onto them top prize. He's dropped himself down into
Falcon has stayed out. This is very interesting. The top 11 have all stayed out here. 2A is obviously going to be quicker, but 2 laps to try and gain that much time is going to be a big ask, especially when you've got to deal with traffic.
Yeah, definitely. I don't understand it. I'm a bit confused. 2 laps to go, and he's sacrificed P1 for them soft tyres. All these guys need to do is just stay on the Intis. He's 3 tenths behind commuted, but look at the gap he is. He is 12 seconds behind Falcon. That is a bad decision from Alpine. I don't know what's gone on there. I think I'm questioning that decision. I really am questioning that decision, keeper.
Yeah, look, the tyres might be quick enough. The question is, can he get the traffic? Can he pass in the traffic quick enough? Like, just because the tyres are quick, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to make up that time when you've got 11 cars in front of you that are not going to make life easy for you.
No, because they burn these inters into slicks. Inters turn into slicks.
Inters when they overheat though, they can lose grip quite quickly. So these guys are going to have to be. If he goes for the double overtake down the straight here and gets it done from P12 up to P10 at turn 1 there, but he's sliding a lot, and there's nearly contact.
Oh, Jennifer's gone into the back of him and lost his front wing. That may be looked at. We'll have to wait and see there. What the onboard will say about that.
Obviously, it's a bit greasy on that track still.
I tell you, I think 2A has stuffed his strategy up here. Already, look, as Alpine, I'm mind-boggled. I am real mind-boggled. As F7 is still trying to hold on and get, and this is, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked on this.
Yeah, I am too, SJ. In real life, people give Ferrari a lot of stick for some bad strategies, but Alpine have had their fair share of them so far this season as well in Rush. So, given the drivers' championship area, I would have rather have the track position over F7 than to try and make this gamble, and I'm not sure it's going to pay off for them.
No, I don't think it is at all. He's 2.4 seconds to go with 1 lap to go on the final lap, and Tyler now up into a position. He's trying to get the move done on Protein Group, and the one thing I'm real struggling about, that you're going to get the fastest lap, that's the extra point. So you're going to go from, you sacrificed 8 for 1. You could get the job done on Mudpack maybe near the end here. It's 1.1. He is actually reining him in very, very quickly. But I don't know. I'm just on boredom at the moment here. 4 tenths that he is right on the back of Mudpack. Then he will get the move done on them soft tyres. There you go. Easy gets past, and he looks like he'll probably go on Reigns as well. So they are struggling. He is, but I think he's left too late.
He has. We're on the last lap here, and
I think he's going to get 2 points.
F7 and Rico Raff are in a massive battle here for that P2, P3 position, and Dynasty's just sitting in behind them, waiting for something to go wrong. See if he can get himself on the podium here. As Falcon comes round the last 2 right-handers here to try and grab this sprint race win, and he's grabbed a little bit of the curb, but not too much. And we've got yellow flags further back by the looks of it, but if Falcon comes across here, and he will grab the sprint race win for Williams, as Rico Raff holds on to P2, F7 in P3, Dynasty P4, Cowco P5, Protein P6, Tyler Mandavi P7, and to round out the points, 2A does get back to get the 1 point, but that is a big loss when he could have had the race win. Yeah. And then outside the points, we have GM Reigns, Mudpack, Com United, Bread, China in P13, Jenneth P14, Gangster.
No, he doesn't. He gets 1 point. No, he doesn't. Because Wogjet steals it away from 2A. So 2A was looking to get 2 points, and he's getting 1 because Wogjet stole it away from him. He doesn't get any points. Cheedone's stolen it.
Just stolen it away.
There you go. But he doesn't get any points because he's outside the points. So no fastest lap for the sprint. So he's basically given up 7 points. That is going to be a question mark, isn't it? That is going to be a big question mark now going into that. What is the strategy that they are going to build going into the race? Because The question is all those guys at the front decided to stay out. They did not decide to pit. So you would stay with the pack. You wouldn't pit. And he's risked it. He's risked it. And good. I don't know. I
It'd
commend
be
him for
very,
it.
it'd be very interesting to have a conversation with 2A on the thought process around that, because this is not the first time this season Alpine have made a very questionable late pit stop and lost a driver, potentially a race win. Obviously, this is only the sprint and not the feature, but very interesting indeed.
Yeah, very interesting indeed as well. And a lot of these guys coming in saying that has got to be one of the worst calls. So there's a big talking point. What is going on at Alpine? We saw some interesting strategies as well. We saw the situation with Nishka in Mexico, pitting, getting onto them softs. He didn't agree with it. And we got rain again in the quali. So I think this is going to spice this whole weekend up for Division 4, and it's looking like it's going to be spicy because we've had rain in quali. We've had rain. No, sorry, we had dry. I think we had dry in the race. No, we were dry in quali, didn't we? Yeah, dry in the quali.
Dry quali.
Wet in the race. Now we've got wet in quali, and are we going to have a dry race? So this is going to be very interesting to see how it's going to go.
This will be, and 2A after that very interesting end of the sprint race, I think he'd be very happy to see this same weather in quali, because he was lightning quick out the front. And I mean, there is a difference between putting it together in race and putting it together in quali, but I reckon from what we've seen, he would have to be a hot favourite to grab pole here if this weather does not dry out during this session.
Yeah, definitely. We have to wait and see what happens here. We've got obviously a quali ban here for Protein Group, so going to be interesting to see. That's going to be obviously another Ferrari starting at the back. We've got ADOS to serve that 18 seconds due to the DSQ last week. Unfortunately, with the connection, he's got the issues right. He struggled really massively there in quali and also in the race, and he's got some serious pace as well. So do the double, Falcon. Let's go. Well, there we go. Nishka coming into the chat. Falcon having a really good night tonight, and also just jumping on the prediction, no double podium for Williams. So if you voted for no, you got that spot on. So congratulations, guys. Well done. And remember, if you have got the channel points, then feel free to get amongst it and vote for your track. I might drop it. We'll see if we get no votes this week. I may end up dropping it just to see. Let's get some votes coming in, because obviously I know some of you guys don't have the channel points as well, so we'll have to wait and see. What do you reckon? Do we put a prediction in to say, is this qualifying session gonna be dry? Why not?
Why not? Have a go. Let people spend some points.
Let's spend some points. Well,
but yeah, touching. So you said ADOS had an 18-second penalty to serve this race, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got ADOS with an 18-second penalty, and Protein obviously not able to qualify. That could have big repercussions in the constructors for this division, as there is only 12 points separating Ferrari in 5th and Williams in 9th for the constructors. So this could be a big turnaround in the wrong way for Ferrari this weekend if they can't pull something out of the hat in the race.
Oh yeah, definitely. And also in that sprint, we had Chidung under investigation as well, for probably a bad re-entry, which will be looked at as well. We had also another bad re-entry as well from the Williams driver of Wogjet. So there's a few on boards in there in that sprint, which could spice things up as well. And, Kick are going to want to start off very well tonight. They had a very good night last night. Duga, Kalki, very good last night. Got some really good points, getting onto the podium. And tonight this is a massive opportunity as well for Kick and Mudpack and Cheetah. And Cheetah's definitely going to want to have a better race. But I think there was only was there one DNF in that sprint race? I'll just double check.
Wow.
I don't think there was.
I don't think there was, no.
Just having a look at the moment.
As Kyoko gets the first lap on the board, a 1:21.4. And F7 immediately 5 tenths ahead of that, 1:20.9 here. So the laps are starting to roll in. This will be where we get our first idea of the pace in these wet conditions on a one lapper.
Yeah, let you take it on board for a flying lap with Wreck-It Ralph, keeper. There you go.
Alrighty, we'll go with Wreck-It. That is fine. So, sorry. Yep. So he comes around turn 1 here. Yep, and as he heads up, he's going to have to deal with a little bit of traffic as he comes through here. So he comes around the hairpin in third. Plenty of battery left, as you'd expect, especially in these conditions as well. You burn it as much as you can, but you're going to have to be careful about where you burn it so you don't spin out. So you probably have to come on it later, out of corners and all that as well. As he in 7th gear, as he takes that fast right-hander down into 6th, down into 5th. That's probably due to the weather conditions there, dropping down all the way down into 5th gear there. Comes around here, avoids that dangerous curb on the left-hand side, into 3rd. As he heads towards this DRS zone that obviously will not be active during these weather conditions. Plenty of battery left here. He'll be looking to burn a lot of this at the back end of this lap to try and get a really good time here. As Wogjet's just gone P1, so he's looking to bounce back after a disastrous end to that sprint race. And here we go as we approach the last double right-hander here, into 6th gear, down to 5th, down to 4th. And onto that dangerous, that's a dangerous curve there to take that much of it, but he's got away with it into 6th gear as he comes around and he's burning all that battery down to the line, into 7th, into 8th. Burning the battery, comes across the line. And it's just a 1:21.9, so that's not the time he would have been after there. May have been able to burn a little bit more battery earlier on in the lap, but yeah, it's hard to know in these conditions. You'll be very careful and selective about when you're going to use that. As 2A, unsurprisingly, has now gone to the provisional pole with a 1:22.
Yes, fantastic lap there from 2A. Thank you for that on board with Raf. And yeah, he definitely sees here that Wogjet has the pace to match 2A tonight, because there's only a 10th between them. Just making a little bit, few mistakes, that'll be the question, you know. But 2A is on the 2-lap older tyres, but Wogjet going again. And we'll see if he's going to improve on his second stint there. As you do about 3 or 4 laps on those intermediates, and we'll have to wait and see as we've got yellows going on at the moment. But yeah, so far so good. Top 3 in F7. Yeah. Pushes into P2. That is where he wants to be. That is where he needs to be for this championship standings in Division 4. Right up there in the mix with 2A and Wogjet tonight.
Wogjet's up 2/10 on his time here, so if he keeps going with this lap and doesn't make any mistakes, he will be moving to a provisional pole, I would think. Looking very good. He went the opposite to Rico and burnt a lot of battery early in the lap. So this will be interesting to see if his time slows down in the final sector, or if he can keep up the pace that he's had at the start here. He comes down that back DRS zone that's obviously not active as we speak, into the chicane here. Being very careful to avoid the curbs in these weather, and I can't say I blame him. As he approaches the double right-hander here to finish the lap, down to 4th gear, back up into 5th, up into 6th. He's burning all the way through the bend there, onto the straight, up into 7th, into 8th. Is he going to go? Yep, into 8th, and he comes across the line 7/10 better, 1:19.6. As this track starts to dry out, these times are improving.
Yeah, they are. Look at that. Williams again up the double in P1 and P2. Can they stay there? That is the main question. As we've got F7 in that P5 and Reigns in that P6. I am loving this division. Look how it just changes every time. We then had Brandy in there in P2. Look. All over the place. Fantastic.
And here comes Rico Raff at the end of his lap, and he's gone 1.6 seconds better than his previous time, up into P7.
And then 2A has gone back into pole position with a 1:19.3. He's on the 4 laps. So Wogjet will go again. We've got Dynasty. It looks like he's on again. I think we may be up on his time. We'll have to wait and see there. We've got the 2 Mercedes coming around the corner as Bredd is coming around the final corner. And so is Tyler. Tyler is going to cross the line. He goes P5. Bredd is in P18. He goes P9. So everyone is changing around again, left, right, and centre. We've got the other kick of Shidun coming into the pits. Yes, he is. We've got the other Haas driver of Calco coming into the pits as well. So these guys not pushing, deciding not to, as they have seen the track is dry. And we've got Protein on the wets for some reason, even though he's in the pits. And, well, the question is, ladies and gentlemen, will
F7 goes top. F7 goes top with a 1:18.9, currently 4/10 better than 2A. So these times are improving. Got a question for you, SJ. What time do you think we'll get pole?
I think it's going to change. I honestly do think it is going to change. We've got 8 minutes to go, and it's dry. It's going to be a little bit damp out there, but I think that we're going to see softs. I really do. I think we're going to see softs. So I think we're going to see 112s. 111.
As you say that, Calco and Hennessy in the pits have just changed the soft.
So there we go. We've got the will the feature quality dry? Yes, it will. So congratulations, guys. Whoever got your points, 4,000 points going your way. Remember, we do not advertise gambling. We've got Aston Martin in P5 and P6. Yes, Lam, you're cooking, mate. We need 125,000 for the track selection, and the two McLarens are P1 and P2. I'm going to take this back with you again.
Sorry, I just have to watch this one closely. We've got Protein on an outlap. Will he come back into the pits, or is he going to set a time?
I hope so, because he's on wets on a dry track, which is unusual. So hopefully Ferrari don't do what Miyagi done and goes and sets a time on wet tyres when we're on a dry track. Yeah, good man. So they do listen. Miyazi Gaming obviously didn't, and that is looking a very big penalty all weekend for them. So we'll have to wait and see there. Back up to the front, we're going to go on to a soft runner. I'm going to jump on board with Calco for a flying lap. He is on to the softs. Is that track dry enough, or is it still too damp? That is the question. Protein Group has a quali ban. He's not meant to go out on track. He did not set a time. It's the same as anyone. You are apparently allowed to go out on a lap, but you are not allowed to set a time if you do have a quali ban. That is rules apparently.
Gangster goes P1 on the inters and ADOS into P2 here, so be interesting to see if these softs do improve.
Yep, keep on board with Calco, because he is on now. I'll jump on board with them on now. So let's have a look. Here we go. We've got P14, Calco on them soft tyres. He is going to be the first one to go. We've got the two intermediates in P1 and P2. Are those softs good enough? Let's have a look. We're going to find out. Coming down the main straight. The track is dry, but is it dry enough? There you go. DRS is enabled. That will be great news for Calco going on this lap as he will get DRS into the final corners. As we see Minmay doing a 1:17.494. He's got onto the grass there, Calco, so his tyres are going to have to be a little bit careful. He doesn't want to lose too much time. He is still on for a good time so far. I'm sure that this will improve drastically as there you go, look, Puppy, 1.2 seconds up already. So I think we could say we are going to see a lot of these guys getting onto the soft compound tyres. The question is though, Keeper, 5 minutes to go, is it going to be a last hurrah or is it going to be a last ditch here? Because we're seeing Minmay on 1:17.494 and he's only done one lap on intermediates. So DRS is enabled, soft tyres could be the key, but the track still could be a little bit damp still. Oh, he's disappeared. Are you there, Keeper?
No, I lost you then as well, mate. Calco 3.3 seconds up at the end of Sector 2 there. This is definitely looking like softs is the right option.
It is. There you go, look, 1:15. There you go. So
5 seconds up.
Yeah. So I reckon we're going to see China, Minmay, Gangster, Adios, Ados, Ados, 2A, and Chidang and Hennessy all go on to those soft compound tyres, and we'll be starting to set some times here as we've got one of these guys coming around at the corner at the moment. It's 2A. 2A is still out on intermediates. He's going to have to come in. He's coming in. Good man. He's going to have to get onto those soft compound tyres. We've got a Ferrari on those intermediates as well. So a lot of these guys still on inters. And and us doing a 117, 152, so we're happy with that. We've got the other Alpine of Gangster, who is, no, it's not. He is.
Rico Raff goes top with a 1:15.1, 9/10 quicker than his teammates. This track is ramping up.
Yep.
Anyone that is still out on inters are playing a risky game here.
Well, there we go. We got Calco on those soft tyres as well, and he is invalidated, so he's going to have another shot. But the problem is he doesn't. Oh, I don't think he's having a lot of time left. It's going to be very interesting to see. These guys are running out. Tass at the moment, though, keeper 1-2.
Yep, they'll be very happy with that. But as you can see, this is ramping up very quickly. So anyone's on this. It's basically a one-shot quali now. For those guys that are going to go out for one run on the softs, you just need to get that lap right.
Yeah, indeed.
We've got Com United about to come across a bit of traffic here. Is the Alpine going to get out of his way because he is on a hot lap? Is the Alpine out of his way? Oh, that is close. No contact, but there will be question marks looked over that for impeding, and I am sure, as he does a 1:13.4, but I do not think he's going to be happy about where that Alpine was sitting as he came around that final bend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Protein could be in a bit of trouble. Any driver with a qualifier managed to retire in pits immediately. Drivers are not permitted to go on track. Make sure your setup is loaded before retiring. Ouch. That's not going to help Ferrari tonight. So, yeah. There we go. So, onboard is onto it. I can't remember the rules all the time. There is 25 pages of rules. But onboard is onto it. Good job, Shaz. Well done, mate. Bringing that into our attention. We've then got Com United dealing that pole position. We've also got that in Pete noted as well. Toodle, you don't need to mention it. The onboard is onto it, mate. You aren't an onboard steward anymore. So leave them to it. Let them do what they've got to do. Yeah, Com United doing that time, which is very impressive, but could be under investigation with that Alpine in the way. 1 minute and 51 seconds. This is going to be the question now, keeper. We are going to see a lot of these times change. Have these guys given enough time to set their times to take that pole position? F7 is down there in P9 at the moment. He's 2.8 seconds up on his time. So he is flying, but has he left it too late? Yet again, we are seeing a few of these guys coming down the main straight as we're seeing 2A on an out lap. He's finished up there, so he's about to start one. We've got Chidung, who is about to start his lap, but he is on a lap, but he's going very slow. I don't know why you're going slow, mate. You've only got 1 minute. You need to get round that track as soon as possible and get back in, mate, because I don't think you're going to be able to do it. You've left it very, very late. We've got a few guys coming down the main straight now. Let's have a look. We've got some times coming in. Let's have a look. We've got an F7 coming in. He goes pole with a 1:10.221. Phenomenal from him.
Oh! Big moment from Wogjet there. That's not going to do good for his lap, but he's managed to save it and avoid going into the wall.
Right, there we go. We've got Mudpack coming down the main straight as well. 3.5 seconds up to P5. Phenomenal. We've got the other McLaren of G Reigns going up into P2. This is like musical chairs at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. It is all over the place. We do not know who is going to take pole position. Raf has made a mistake, or has he got in the way? Could be some impeding here. There could be so much drama going on in this qualifying.
We've got an Aston Martin around here.
We've got 2A. He's not gone pole. He's gone P4. He won't be happy with that. We've got Chidung. Is he going to have enough time to set a time? Yes, he does, but he's going into P10 and he's burnt all of his ERS. So he actually has probably about to start. No, he actually does get it through. Brett goes pole with a 1:10.113. Who else is coming down the main straight? It looks like we've got a Williams. It is Williams, this Wogjet. We've got a McLaren, we've got a Mercedes. I can't keep up, they're flying down there. We've got it. Oh, Tyler into P2 now. Phenomenal work by the Mercedes. Aston Martin, where are they? I can't find them. John Payne musical statues.
Com United's in the pits, and Dynasty span around and won't get another lap. He's just coming to the pits. And Falcon, our sprint race winner, invalidated his lap, so he will be starting from P19.
We've got G-Baines, he goes P8. Who else is going to change it? Who else is going to cause problems? Jennifer Lee is invalidated. Who else is coming across the line? We've got China, he goes P5. We've got the other Alpine of 2A, he goes P8. Who else has we've got?
Ran out of battery.
Calco that's got to P2. And Cheedan goes P3.
Cheedan, wow. This is huge for Kick. What a result for Kick here.
Absolutely. Look at that. How many people have changed? Look at that. We had F7. He was at the top with Reigns. We had Brett that was up at the top. We had the Aston Martin 2A. And now look at that. We've got Mudpack separated by a hat. He is in a Kick sandwich. Phenomenal job. I don't think he left enough time. I thought it was over and done with. But that is what you want to see in qualifying. That is musical chairs to a T. Because I tell you something, if I was a betting man, I would have had no idea who was going to get pole position.
Yeah, and this is spread out is massive for the Drivers' Championship too. You got F7 in P8, 2A in P10. And you've got Rico Raff all the way down in P16.
Oh, wow. Guys, do not go anywhere for Division 4. This is absolutely entertainment. 2 Kicks getting on to the podium. So breaking news. I'm going to put that into the old Twitch chat there. Breaking news. Oh, here we go. Double quali podium. Oh.
And this is huge for Kick. 15 points behind Huss in the Constructors for Division 4. This is a massive result for them if they can improve on it in the continue the way they've gone in the race. That is a massive quality session for them, and I dare say their TP will be one very happy person at the moment.
Yeah, and I can't spell. Podium is P-O-D-U-M, not P-O-U-D-I-U-M. Do apologise, guys. I read that a little bit too quick. Keeper, do you want to do the honours, mate, and take away the feature race?
Oh, I reckon you can do it if you want, SJ.
Oh, look at that. Look. He doesn't want to be thrown in the deep end. I've got to say, though, that was a quali. That was a quali. That
was insane. I do love a quality session that changes conditions like that because it is very exciting and it very much turned into what was a one-shot, as was shown, unfortunately, for both Williams drivers, one losing control of their car early in the lap and the other one invalidating. You can see how quickly it can come undone when you only get one run on those softs. And, it's even caught some of the championship leaders off guard. Here we go.
5 red lights for the big one. It's for the feature. Will we see the 2 Kicks going into the lead, going into turn 1? Yes, we will. Mudpack takes the lead there. Calgary in that P2. Cheedan.
Oh, we got drama at the back. There's an Alpine around.
And that's Gangster and Falcon. So they've gone from 0 to 0 very, very quickly. And that has been a very interesting night because we saw earlier on with Falcon had a fantastic sprint. Has not had the best start in the feature. Bit of a drama out the back there, as we've also got more drama going on here between Minmay and Protein Group as well. Back up to the front, Mudpack leading the way, then Calco, then Cheedan. Drama here, F7 and Tyler are going at it. F7 up into P6, he's made 1 spot. 2A has made 1 spot, past China as well. It's all kicking off. These guys do not want to mess around. They want to get these jobs done very quickly here, but everyone's so far so good. G-Bane's actually on those hard compound tyres against those guys on the mediums. So is Coming United, so is Raph, and so is Gangster. Dynasty on those softs. Interesting strat. I know that they can do about 12 laps, so we'll have to wait and see how well they're going to go. He is all the way down there, though, in P16, so he's going to be in dirty air of some of these guys, which could hurt those tyres. Back out to the front, though. Kelco, very close to Mudpack, but a great job so far from the Kicks. 2A up into P7 now, on the back of F7, as Tyler ready to pants and make a move back, but doesn't get the job done. We've got Kelko still very, very close to the back of Mudpack as well. What a start to this race. Back to you, Keeper.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. As you can see, a few people have started on the hards here, and I'll be really interested to see how that works out. I know the undercut here is strong, but we were shown in last night's race that if you can get a gap, or in this situation you start at the back and stay out a bit longer, once these first cars pit and they get fresh air, it'll be interesting to see if that works well. And we've got Rico Raff around. He's dropped down to P20. Or P19, sorry, because Gangsters had to pit. But yeah, Rico Raff just back down to P19 after such a good start. That is going to be frustrating for him.
Yeah, that's not what he wants, especially when he has had a fantastic season so far. I do want to bring something to your attention very quickly, but before I do, Calcub is ready to pounce and take the lead for Haas. D. White will be over the moon with his reserve driver. As you can see, the two kicks now in P2 and P3 get very, very closely. Hennessy, after all the commotion last week with his connection, up in a P4, maybe should get a wired connection and have a wired connection for indefinite, because he's doing a phenomenal job. And this is back to the old days of Hennessy, who won that championship. So we'll have to wait and see. His Bread has had a lot of a better result in had such more of a better result in this race compared to the sprint, as he did seem to struggle. So we'll keep an eye on that. First of all, I'm going to ask you a quick question. When do you think the front runners will pit? Give me 4 lap numbers.
I reckon 12, 13, 14 or 15.
12, 13, 14 or 15. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've got 2 minutes.
And to rub some salt into the wounds here, SJ, Rico has obviously picked up some damage in that spin around because he's had to pit and is onto the mediums early.
Interesting, very interesting. A little bit further back down, we've got Tyler in that P8 position. Look at that DRS train all the way down. No one at the DRS at the moment. We've got Brady making the move on Ados there for that P13 position. In the points, everyone in the points currently at the moment. Ados is going to definitely want to keep having to get some move on here. He's got 18 seconds to serve in this race as well. So hopefully he can get some points. It's a long way to go. 30 laps to go in this race, actually 32 laps to go in this race, so it's a long way to go. Falcon making his way up past Mime up in the P17. He's out the points currently at the moment, back up to the front. We've got Mudpack in the 8.5 temp, and Calco is now starting to lose the kicks. He's now 7.5 temps. He's trying to pull away. We can see here 9 temps. They've got to be careful here. They do not want to lose the DRS. He's actually burnt quite a lot of his ERS at the moment, but there you go, the kick's coming back into it. And that is the problem, isn't it? Going here, you're so close to getting them out of the DRS, and then this is the part here, because then basically all they need to do is burn everything and then put it back onto medium, and look, there you go, 6 temps, 5 temps, 4 temps, and they're back in with a shout again. It's
big contact between the kick and Calco. Is there any wing damage there to Mudpack?
Yeah, he has. He's I don't know where it's at. He's lost his braking zone there, and oh my days,
he's lost his left end plate.
Bit of drama. Mudpack's gone straight into the side of Calco, and that's on him. That is going to be very interesting to see if Calco will report that or not. Or the onboard, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But that's drama for him. That is going to make his race more difficult now with no front left plate.
Do you let Cheedung pass to keep that DRS? Because he's already lost it here and he's got the wing damage. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here, because you don't want to be letting him drive away with it while you've got wing damage and everyone else is stuck behind you.
Definitely. You're 100% right. He's going to bring that. You can see there is a massive... Oh, Brett has gone off. He's completely missed the braking zone there into Sector 3, and he's gone into the gravel, and he is down the back. Driver error tonight here, Keeper. That is what is going wrong, and Calco has lost Mudpack. This is great news for the Haas driver of Calco, and here goes Cheedung. So orders have been ordered, and there we go. Cheedung is now going to have to catch up A lot of drama in this race by mistakes and driver errors as G Bain's down there in P10. F7 still staying in that P6 position. He's got China, but 2A has actually got the job done. So 2A will be over the moon with that, and he's now going to pounce on Hennessy. And as you can see there, China is out of the DRS. So the gap is between, in the DRS zone, is P1 to P6. And P7 is out of the DRS. So China is going to come under threat very, very soon. Oh, and he's lost it! He's into the gravel! Another driver error. This is drama here and scenes at Zandvoort, and he has got to be so careful because China now comes onto the track. Good to see, very clean, very safe, but he's now down the pecking order and down the bottom pack. These guys making mistakes left, right, and centre on their own, keeper.
Yes, mate. I've always said about this track that it's a very technical track, and there's a lot of spots it's easy to get wrong. Multiple curbs on this track. If you grab too much of them, they throw you off. You're really sending it into some of those corners where it's easy as the tyre wears high on this track to start losing grip. But the one to watch right now is Dynasty. Started on the softs, up 9 positions, looking to make a move here on the Williams of Wogjet, and he gets it done. He's now up 10 positions into P8 since the start of this race, and he'll be looking to grab some more positions before those softs start to go off.
Yeah, he's got 5 seconds to Qidong. I think them softs are going to go off soon though, so he's got to be careful how much he's destroyed those softs. There we go. We've got Calco, who's actually lost the lead now to Qidong. Qidong 3.5 tenths in front. Calco going very wide there, nearly going into the curb and doing the same thing as what China's just done. So we'll have to wait and see. There is a lot of errors happening here. 2A getting the job done on F7. He's up into P4 now. F7 down there in P5. He's on the pressure on 2A. Hennessy is the one putting pressure on Calco, and he's actually dropped 2A out of the DRS here. So 2A is out, or he's just got back into it. So there is a lot of things happening in this race. Driver errors, DRS management, ERS management, mixture of tyre situations. Lovely sunshine though, which is great to see, but great racing so far from Division 4. Let's just go through the order of who we've got. We've got Qidong in P1, then Calco, Hennessy 2A, F7, Mudpack, Tyler, Brandy, Wogjet, Reigns now has been separated, not Reigns, because Jennifer's got the job done. So Jennifer now in the P10, then Reigns, Protein Group into P12, Ados into P13, with a massive battle behind with Falcon and Com United in there in P15, Minmay in P16, 17th in China after that mistake he made, Bread in P18 after the mistake he made, Racket Wrath earlier on with the incident that he had, and Gangster earlier on as well, and Gangster will be fuming. Imano did not go to plan for him either, and neither is Zandvoort. Calco has made a big mistake. He's dropped down into P5 now. Hennessy up into P2, 2A into P3, and F7 into P4. It's like musical statues again, but in the main race. Calco now dropping. These guys making mistakes on their own, not incidents.
Yeah, this has been a very hectic start to it. I think these front guys will be pretty settled in now. Hennessy's kept it very clean, as has Qidong. 2A and F7 have stayed out of all this drama while making their way through the field, and I dare say these two are going to be on the hunt, and they're going to be fighting here. F7 will not want to get stuck behind Hennessy for too long here, because he knows who his championship contenders are, and he'll be wanting to stay with 2A as much as possible in this race.
Yeah, definitely. We can see the Mudpackers dropping slowly as well, and he's going to come under extreme pressure from Brandy and Wogjet, who are in P8 and P9. A little bit further up to the top though, we've seen here that 2A is trying to pull back in Qidong. As you can see, ERS management very different here. Lap 9 out of 36. Qidong 1.5 seconds out in front, then 2A, then Hennessy in your top 3, but it's just changing around. I'm just going to look at position changes, and there you go. You've got 10 spots for Dynasty, 8 spots for 2A, 4 for F7, 5 for Wogjet. Jennifer with a penalty there, 3-second pen, and he's made a mistake and he's gone off. He's falling way down the order there, so he's made a mistake there now. So another mistake. That is the 4th driver error I have seen tonight, which is very interesting to see on a track like this.
And F7 will be wanting to get the move done on Hennessy here down the straight, because he will be out of DRS soon of 2A if they're not careful. As 2A has also closed that gap now. He's gained a full second on Qidong in 1 lap. 2A is absolutely flying around here today, and Qidong will have to be ready to make those defensive moves now, because it is race back on at the front of the field.
Yeah, Mikey the boy there coming in with 4 drivers and errors in 10 laps. Yeah, it's very interesting to see. We've got the prediction out at the moment. 24 people tuning in. Let's get some more people tuning in. Get all your friends. This is not going anywhere. We've got Division 2 up next straight after this, so tune in for that. That is going to be epic, I'm sure of it. Remember, get amongst all the socials, get amongst all the stuff going on in the comments as well. SRC setups for Brazil next week, for Zandvoort if you still need them, and Sim Gear if you're still needing it from Pagnian as well, so get amongst it. And also TikTok as well, which is being remastered and changed up a lot from the new social media manager. So get amongst that, get amongst all the following, and on Instagram as well. It's been fantastic week so far. Oh, we've got drama. Where's it happened?
Cheedung's just had a big moment on the exit onto the main straight, and 2A has absolutely pounced on it and has gone past him. He's very lucky he saved that, or he could have very easily ended up in a wall there on that hairpin into the main straight. So 2A is now our new race leader there, again from another driver error.
Yep, and we can see there that a bit of a smack there from Falcon onto Reigns. So those two came together a little bit there. We've also seen that Dynasty's come in and gone on to those hards, and he'll try and go to the end. Oh, well, he'll try to. That's going to be a big stint. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But he has gone into the pits and gone off them softs. We've also got Ados as well that's gone onto those hards. There is a lot going on in this race. It's so close. There is everyone in the DRS from P1 down to P4. We've had Chidung make that mistake, so now he's going to be a little bit nervous, going into that last couple of corners. We've got Minmay who's had to jog off to the run area. That's 2 mistakes now from VCAB. That is the 5th driver with another driver error. Are we going to see every driver on the grid make an error tonight at this race? Keeper.
Yes, look, yeah, we might, mate. Sorry, I was zoned in on watching the battle down the main straight there. Yeah, look, it's been one of those. It's a very technical track and so easily to get things wrong as we get very close to contact. And there might have been contact. Chidung trying to go down the inside there, and it has not paid off for him as he drops down to P4 here. And I tell you what, it is crazy. It's so technical here. The tyre wear is high. It's fast-paced corners, and this track is beating the drivers at the moment.
He's also beating the onboards as well. I've just seen Shaz doing another one noted. Oh, he's noting them. What is going on? Yeah, just absolute drama there from Chidung. But yeah, with this amount of errors, I'm fully counting on safety car at laps 13 to 21. Well, we'll have to wait and see. We're still waiting on the tyres. We'll do the safety car one in a second. So get amongst that. 2A in control. Still though, not out of the DRS. He has still got someone in the DRS of him. No one has pulled away yet. The only person that's pulled away is F7 now, because Chidung has lost the DRS to F7. So, as we can see, Calco coming into the pits on those 11 lap, and he gets a 10-second. Oh, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt.
I was wondering how long that was going to take. It is a very awkward pit entry, this one. If you have that racing line there as you're coming into the pits, it is so wrong about when you need to brake.
Gangster has had an absolutely appalling night so far. He is all the way down there in P20. He's just not had the best of nights again. And guess what? He is about to be lapped as well, which goes from bad to worse. No, it's not. Not 2A. Is it 2A or is it Gangster? No, sorry, it's 2A that's made. No, who made the mistake? I think it was Gangster that made a mistake. No, it's not Gangster.
Gangster made a mistake, but he's still got a fair gap before he gets lapped.
It was two Alpines. I clicked on the other one and I thought that was Gangster, but that's actually 2A that's leading it. Sorry. My apologies, guys. No, we've got yellows again. And it's Gangster. He's coming in. And let's have a look. What's going to happen here? Oh, I think this could be a retirement for Alpine, because when he comes into the pits, he's going to be lapped. So that is not what he wants. I think. Yep, as he now gets lapped now. So there we go. I think he's been lapped, yeah.
And
he has been lapped.
We've got a chunk of cars coming in here, including F7, who was in that front three battle on lap 14 or lap 13, going into lap 14. So 2A and Hennessy, he was in third. He was in third. He was behind Hennessy.
They come in on lap 14 then. So the prediction is lap 14. Yep. Yeah.
2A and Hennessy have stayed out, but yeah.
Is it lap 13 that they pit for front runners?
Yeah. Lap 13.
No, lap 13. Oh, yeah, so it's right. So everyone got it right. $6,000. Well done, guys. Congratulations. All done.
So the undercut is big here, so this will be interesting to see if 2A and Hennessy react to this and pit at the end of this lap. Because if they don't, I reckon F7 is going to get a good couple of second leads on them if they don't pit this lap. But obviously they will have the quicker tyres at the back end of the race if they're all going for a one-stopper.
Yeah, well, at the moment, F7 will be taking the lead of this race. He is on those hards.
As we see Hennessy come into the pits and 2A staying out again. This will be very interesting. We've seen this the other night where I can't remember who it was last night. And Hennessy's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Oh no! I jumped on board it. I saw him hit the wall, and then I saw him get stuck. And I was like, what's going on there? Oh no, that is drama for the Red Bull. Absolute drama. What happened there? That will be looked at. That will definitely have to be looked at there by the on-board as well. I did catch the last of it. We'll have to wait and see. That may be another situation that happened with Josh when he got DSQ'd from Monaco, which actually he needed to do apparently 3 laps. He'd only done 2, and that DSQ'd him with those 2 laps. So he had 1 extra lap to do, and that DSQ'd him. So that will be looked at, especially because I think that could be... that could actually locked up and it reset him, and he didn't let locked up and it reset him, and then didn't let him go forward again. Wow, that is very interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, that is so unfortunate. We may reward him.
That is some EA for you there.
That's some EA crap, isn't it? That is an EA absolute shite. But here we go. We've got this battle going on at the moment between G-Rains, Bread, Com United. They're all going at it as well, and they're all in the DRS. And at the moment, 2A is leading this race. He is a long way in front, though. He is,
but he is definitely going to get undercut by F7 here. But the question is, what is the tyre difference going to be like in the last few laps of this race?
Calco on the outside on those 3 laps. And Calco needs to stay with F7. That's the question. Oh, as Brett goes around the outside as well. He's on old mediums. He's really pushing it. He's pushing it against the hard runner. He's not letting him go. No, he lets him go. Calco does not want to lose F7. Problem is, though, Calco does have a 10-second pen, and he will not be happy with that. So F7 is in prime time position at the moment. 15 seconds between him and Reigns, and also 2A. And the problem is Reigns is,
We've got an Alpine around. It's Gangster again. And
I keep looking at the wrong person. I keep getting confused between 2A and Gangster. Yeah,
he stays off to the left-hand side to let the other cars come past.
Oh, it's absolutely terrible for him. He's not had the night tonight. One of the Alpines is absolutely on fire.
And 2A is into the pits here, so...
Let's see how we're going to go.
How much of a gap will GM Reigns and F7 have here?
Yeah, we have to wait and see how we go. Wonder who that was that just jumped in. Sorry, just had a little bit of an issue there with someone jumping into the comms box. Hopefully, don't do that again. There we go. We've got Calco in that P3 position, and the 2 McLarens down P2 and P1. This could be a fantastic night, but the problem is his Reigns does have to pit, and I think he is going to put himself into strife here because he is going to fall way down the pecking order. Because look, he's got his teammate behind 3.5 tenths. Calco is behind. 7.5.
You've got to let your teammate go, don't you? You've got to let him go.
He does.
And he's going to let him past here. That's the right decision here. You don't want to slow him down when your teammate's fighting for the race win, which I'm actually surprised he didn't get a bigger gap to 2A. And with 2A having those fresher tyres, I think he is in prime position here, 2A.
Jennif's made a mistake, and it looks like he's got 3 seconds, and he's gone round. Oh, we've got yellows as well, and that looks like it's Ferrari. there's a lot of drama going on in this race as we've got Ados and Mudpack all having a nice little battle. And there's Reigns going into the pits. Reigns is not going into the pits. He's holding up Calco. He's doing as best as he can here. Calco going around the outside. We're going to go side by side into turn number 32. Oh, and Reigns keeps it. And he's doing a great job of holding Calco up. And this is helping. This is helping F7 massively here. You know he's on that 10 seconds.
China just had a big moment at the last corner there, and he's lost multiple positions in that battle pack down the order there.
Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. Oh, this is fantastic. Absolute fantastic. I can't believe seeing.
And now 2A's caught this battle pack. This is going to be interesting. How long can GM Reigns hold these two off to help his teammate?
Yeah. He's doing a great job. Look at the job he's doing. 2.2 seconds to the... Oh, fantastic. This is defence. Reigns is defending massively here. 2.6. There's yellows round again. And that's Gangster. How is that not safety? Have we not seen a safety car? I feel like we're going to see one. Calco's gone for a move.
Oh, contact on the straight.
Oh, interesting. And now these guys are going to be
What's
pushing.
their contact there?
Oh, Reigns. What a job, mate. What a defence from Reigns. That was fantastic. Yeah, he is, let's have a look. He is 3.8, 3.7 seconds. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Calco now has got 2.2 seconds on the back of F7. And F7 is in prime time here. He just does not want a safety car. And that's the next prediction. Will we get a safety car between lap 25 and lap 30? How about that?
That sounds like a good one to put on there, mate.
I'll put that in there.
What have they said here? Hennessy literally couldn't take control after the game reset him as he was past the pit entry line, stuck him in neutral and then disqualified him. Oh, that is some EA pain for Red Bull there, and it's not the first time they've been the victims of it.
Yeah, definitely. Will we see a safety car from lap 25 to 30? Yes. No. 2 minutes. There we go. Prediction. Gone out. Game is biased against Red Bull, confirmed. Surprised there are no safety cars so far. I'll tell you something, Mikey Paul. So am I, mate. So am
and 2A's gotten past Calco here, SJ, so he's now got a 3.5 second gap to get to F7, and he has 3 lap newer hards. So I think he's sitting in a pretty good position here, given the pace that he has shown this weekend.
Definitely, there's battles going on left, right, and centre. I'm going to jump on board with Tyler, and I'm going to let you take away a full lap with Tyler. All right, so over to you, mate.
Alright, so yep, Tyler here, you can see they're coming into those last 2 right-handers to finish this lap, and we've got a 4-way battle pack here between GM Range, Cheetang, Dynasty and Tyler. This is going to be a really good lap here as Tyler tries to hold on to the back of him, and we've got an overtake happening further ahead. I think we're going to see a double overtake ahead of Tyler here, as Tyler still just sticks on the back of the McLaren of GM's Reigns here, who is now falling victim to those old hards that are 20 laps old now. And Tyler looks to go for the move. No, not there. But he's going to get it on the exit here. Side by side, they're going to go. GM Reigns continuing to show his defense, and this is hurting Tyler Mendavy. He's going to lose the gap here to the guys in front if he's not careful. And GM Reigns has just been brilliant on the defense in these last couple of laps. As they come into these double fast right-handers, they need to be very wary of those curbs. They've done that very well there. As we head into this next DRS zone, Tyler is right on the rear of Reigns here and gets up alongside him. He will have the DRS. Will he go for the move here? Will GM Reigns let him have it? He does. Simply done there. Very simply done. But he's just outside DRS of the other guys now, so he's probably going to lose it here for the main straight. Yep, he has not got back to within DRS of them there, so this will be unfortunate for him. He may lose some ground on them again here if they've got DRS. And yeah, as you can see, the wing is closed. No DRS as he chases them down to the best of his ability as he crosses the line for that lap. And he's 1.5 seconds behind there. So GM Reigns has successfully held up another driver on that lap.
Yeah, as we can see 2A and Calco going at it as well into the hairpin, where we're going to see most of the moves. There's been some fantastic racing tonight in Division 4, very respective. Few driver errors, though, that some of the drivers will not be happy about how they've done tonight. We're on lap 22 out of 36. We'll be bringing up driver of the day as well. And don't forget cleanest driver. Driver of the day is going to be extremely difficult because F7, Calco, 2A, Chidung, Brandy, Tyler, Reigns have all done fantastic tonight. And there's a lot of nominations for me for driver of the day. Obviously Calco does have that 10 seconds, so that will drop him down a little bit further. So I'm looking at F7, I'm looking at 2A, I'm definitely looking at Chidung. Chidung could be under investigation within the incident earlier on, so still a few people to make. The question is, can Calco get close to F7? I think this could be F7's race if anything happens here. We've got 22 laps out of 36 at the moment. Safety car is now finished. People are saying yes, there will be a safety car from lap 25 to 30, so we'll have to wait and see. And 69% of you are saying no, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it could be. I would definitely agree with that, Toodle. Absolutely fantastic defending. I respect a lot of people that play this game and try and do something, but on that older tyres, and we've got yellows again, and that's Mudpack. Oh no, he's on the wrong. That is not the way you want to be, because he can't turn the car around, and the guys have got to be aware. Well, he's going to be able to turn it around. How has that not been a safety? Has he hit the wall there? How well done getting it out the way there, but one of the kicks is the same with Williams early on, isn't it? In the sprint, and then fantastic race, and then all of a sudden, drama happened, and one of them fell all the way down at the back, and the same has happened with Kick tonight. I've got no words, man. I'm a bit speechless to this tonight. There's been so many driver errors and mistakes, but that defending by Reigns has definitely got to be the highlight of the night. That was fantastic on that older tyres, keeper.
Oh, it was fabulously done, and Calco's just come into the pits here, which is not what F7 would want to see, because when 2A first got past Calco, it was only 2.5 seconds to F7, and it's now down to 6 seconds because of Calco's battle with 2A, and now 2A is going to have all the fresh air to just drive all the way he wants, unless Chidung can jump on the back here and do the same thing that Calco was just doing. But these battles for those podium spots are just making an absolute dream of a day for F7.
Yeah, and I do believe that some of these guys, they think the safety car is incoming, because they have gone on to mediums. Calco has served the 10 seconds, but he's gone all the way down to P15 on the medium tyres. So, I'm a bit confused of why, because I do believe that those hards, they would have gone to the end, no problem. So, interesting strat, unless they are going for two-stop.
Do you think Dynasty can take his 13-lap-old hards for another 12 laps to 25 laps? Because he was the only person who started on softs, and he is up 14 positions into P4, having a great race.
Depending on his tyre wear. I took them 26 on practice. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be tight. It's going to be very interesting to see. We'll have to wait and see what those tyre wearers like.
He's gone off the track to do the overtake here, Chidung. And he's ended up in the gravel. He has gone off the track to try and get that overtake done, and it has backfired for him. Bit of contact between the two cars going to turn one, and Chidung has come out of that one a lot worse for wear, as Dynasty now moves up into a podium position and still within DRS of 2A.
This is madness, isn't it? This is absolute madness of what's happening in this race. It's just changing, and you just think that something is going to happen. Remember, we are in lap 25. We've got 5 more laps before that prediction is done and dusted, and there still could be a safety car after lap 30, but we'll have to wait and see. If Kick Sabers are not enjoying the race today. They are, but some of them are just making mistakes, and at the moment, Ferrari will be happy with this, because Protein Group not that far behind. Chidung is under investigation in the sprint race as well, and Ados is down there in P13, but he does have a big penalty to serve as well. So, interesting night for Kick, but I'll tell you something, a fantastic night for Tyler, Dynasty, 2A and F7 tonight, especially for Tyler and Dynasty. Doing a fantastic job, and I think Tyler is one to watch out for here. I think he has been briefed. He did not obviously have a very good week last week in Imola. Back this week in Zandvoort. I've raced with this guy in Zandvoort, and we've had some fantastic racing. I remember we finished P3 and P4 here together. I don't even know if we were on the same team. I can't remember. No, I don't think we were. No, we might have been. I can't remember actually. But yeah, I actually can't remember. I think we may have been on the same team. So he's very good at Zandvoort, and and obviously Dynasty very good at Zandvoort as well. But they're doing a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job. But Chidang seems to make mistakes, but then get back right into it again. The question is, can 2A catch F7? At the moment, 10 laps to go. It doesn't look like it.
No, he's lost another 2 seconds here, and while the others are in DRS, they haven't really been putting him under too much pressure. So, 2A had the pace in the wet, but in the dry, F7 is just on another level here today, and he's driving away with it in this last stint, going very well. It'll be, it's early days now. Will the tyres make a difference in those last few laps? But the question is the gap already too big?
Yeah, that is going to be the biggest.
It goes out to 8 seconds now.
That is going to be the biggest question of all, isn't it? Is anything going to happen? Is anything going to happen in this closing stages of this race? Because we are coming very, very close to lap number 30. And still time for that safety car as we see China dropping down or losing a spot to Braid. Safety car lap 29 incoming. We'll have to wait and see, Panda. But at the moment, there is a lot of drama going on as Tyler's still close to the back of Brandy. And Brandy very close to the back of 2A in that DRS. Just 1 second gap between them. He is just out of the DRS. Going a little further back down, we've then got Falcon up in a P8. Even though Williams didn't have the best of nights in the sprint, apart from one of those drivers in Falcon, and also early on in this race, they're doing a real good charge right at the end here. So they could be ones to watch out for. 7.5 tenths behind the other of Protein Group, and Wogjet only 4 seconds behind Chidang. So P6 and P8, great job for Williams so far. Also Aston in P9 and P3. Mercedes P4 and P10. Great everything he's been through tonight and putting it into the top 10. That's a great drive from him as well. Haas are probably the team to look out to for tonight. They've had it in the bag and it's just all gone wrong for them tonight, Keeper.
Yeah, it definitely has. Rico just didn't go right for him from the start of quali, and then the early incident as well. So I think he's on a 2-stop now. So it's been a very rough race for him. Kiako is just setting fastest lap after fastest lap, although Reigns has now just taken that off him on the softs now. So a bit of battle going down there in those lower point positions for that fastest lap. But the interesting one I got here, Dynasty's in some strife here. He's dropped 2 seconds off the back of 2A now, and he has Chidang and Tyler behind him, putting a lot of pressure on for that last podium spot.
Yeah, definitely. You can see those tyres already starting to fall on Dynasty's car now, and the question is he going to be able to get to the end? It's going to be real tight. It's going to be close. It may have to get onto maybe a set of softs or a set of mediums. There's going to be a need to be a safety car. Otherwise, I think strategy is going to kill these guys here. Tyler needs to be very careful of the dirty air into that Aston Martin coming around into them final corners. As Chidang looking ready to pounce and make a move here, and Tyler's got this all wrong. Oh, this could be drama here. Tyler's got nowhere to go. He can't make the move, and Chidang gets the move done up in a P4, but Tyler's going to come back. He's pushed it wide. Oh, that could be looked at. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Will that be looked at by the onboards? We'll have to wait and see as we've got drama going on here as Com United is in the pits. This is not over this race. Tyler now dropping out of the DRS zone. Chidang getting right up to the back of Dynasty. 2A, not near, unfortunately, F7. F7 has definitely, strategy has worked a treat here for F7. And unfortunately, it's not 3 on the bounce. It is 2, then 1 on the bounce, unfortunately, because 2A got last week's race at Imola. But F7, this is a great championship battle we are seeing here yet again between 2A and F7 in this championship fight. Big points, I'll tell you something right now. Big points keeper lost tonight for Wreck-It Raf. Big points lost. He was up there, and he's got 2 of his guys that have been battling with him all season are right up the top there.
Yeah, 100%. This just hasn't been the weekend for him. When everything has looked right, it's just still gone wrong, unfortunately, for the Haas driver today, and that's going to have complications on his championship battle for sure. Yeah, as you know, F7 leads the championship by 13 points to Rico Raff, and then it's 2A. Actually, no, I don't think it's 2A next. Yeah, no, 2A is then, on 68 points. He's, 30-something points shy of F7, so this has been a great drive from F7. And 2A here, this will really boost him up to close that gap on that P2 position in the standings.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very interesting here as Chidung is getting right close. And Tyler is not happy. He is going to be looking at this big time again, because after he lost the position, which is going to probably be investigated by pushing him off track. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll wait and see what the onboard say. We've got 30 laps out of 6. We've got 6 laps to go of this race now, coming up to 31. So there we go. Prediction is done and dusted. That is not happening. Will we see a safety car from lap 25 to 30? No is the answer. We will not. So congratulations to everyone that voted. You've got 20,000 channel points. The big question is now we've got 6 laps.
Oh, contact! Contact between Dynasty and Chidung wasn't major though, and Chidung has got the move on Dynasty for that last podium position.
Oh no! Big accident! Big accident! Protein Group and Falcon have gone straight into the wall. Damage everywhere, but no safety car. Front left plate
They've
disappeared.
both lost. Yeah, for both of them, they've both lost that front left plate.
What's happened there? Big crash there. Lap 31 out of 36. And, massive. I've honestly thought we were going to see a safety car. I honestly thought, is safety car on? Is safety car on? Can we check, please?
We've gone from the K. Oh, a big moment there for Chidung. He's spun out, and Dynasty moves back up into the podium position here under pressure from Tyler Mandavy.
Oh my days! This race is not over yet, and I'll tell you something. F7 must be looking at that track map, thinking, "Please God, do not do this to me." He is he's on 4 lap older tyres than 2A at the moment. And it is all going on. That car is filthy, by the way. I've got to say that. But now, Wogjet up into P5. We've then got Tyler up into P4. Dynasty up into P3. We're going to have to go and drive the day. I've got no idea what's going on in this race. We've still got time. I think we've still got time for a safety car to happen. But is safety cars on? That's the question. Are they on? Can you check for me? Are they on?
They should be on.
I hope so, because, wow, 32 laps out of 36. Right, driver of the day. Keeper.
Yeah, they're on standard.
There we go.
Yeah, wow. Look, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it with these older tyres here, and he's been under a lot of pressure, but my driver of the day is Dynasty. He is up 15 positions from P18. He's the only person that started on softs, and he made up massive amount of positions in that first stint. And I just think he has had one hell of a drive today. He's done a great job for Aston, whether he gets it on the podium or not.
Yeah, it's close to me. It's close to me. I don't know. It's either between F7 or Tyler.
As Tyler goes around the outside here, there's contact between the cars in turn 1. They lock wheels a little bit, and they're still side by side here. And Tyler's got it done up into P3.
Yep, Tyler. I'm going to give it to Tyler. Absolutely fantastic. Last week, DNF'd in Imola. This week, phenomenal job. So, 3 minutes. There we go. Start the poll. Right, driver of the day. Get your vote in. You pressed yours?
Yep, just pressing it now.
There we go. Good man. What we got going on here? What is this race up to today? Go check in. Restart race has to be F7. No safety car. No safety car on. I want to watch again. What I did too.
And
yeah, I know.
Ados has just picked up a 10-second penalty.
Oh no!
So add that to his 18-second penalty he has to serve at the end of the race, and points are out of the question for the Ferrari.
Yep.
Of Ados.
And just to let you know, there is going to be no safety car at all. So I'll tell you something. That is a massive round of applause for Division 4. No safety car in this race. Absolutely phenomenal. Great job, Division 4. Well done. Right. We've still got racing to go, and there's still points up for grabs. We've got Wogjet. What a drive from Wogjet as well. Just want to look to see where he was early on. He was 9 spots. He was probably one that we missed out there, which was unfortunate. But I think he's going to get Dynasty.
He's a man on a mission after having his race destroyed at the end of the sprint race, going from guaranteed podium or points to down to P17 or 18 by the end of it. So he's come into the feature race here with a point to prove, and he's definitely done that as he is putting the pressure on here. I wouldn't even rule out a podium yet. If he can get past Dynasty quickly, he could be on for a podium.
Yeah, absolutely. And he could get the job done. I'm going to let you take away the lap 35, and I'll take the last lap to see what we're going to have on show. We've got battles going on here. We've got Calco and Protein Group. Protein Group's gone off the track. Oh, and he nearly goes. Luckily, he didn't hit another driver there, but he's dropped down into P11. A lot of driver errors tonight. This is something that these guys are going to want to get fixed up for next week. But I'll let you take away this lap 35. Over to you.
No, thank you, SJ. So, yeah, we've got F7 leading the race here. Plenty of battery left. He is just cruising. He just needs to make sure he makes no mistakes here over the last 2 laps. 2A has just not had the pace here on this second stint. Fresher tyres, and he's just losing time. 12.5 seconds behind F7. But we have a good battle here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th between Tyler, Dynasty, and Wogjet. The only thing stopping Wogjet really getting up in here to P4 is the fact that Dynasty is still holding onto that DRS of Tyler. So anything could happen there. And then we've got a nice big 10-second gap back to Cheetang. Bread in P7. Kauko has worked his way back up, as has Rico here. They have gained a lot of ground in the last few laps, up into the top 10 for both of them, which is really important for Huth in their attempt to hold on to the Constructors' lead in Division 4 here. So they will be very happy with how they've recovered here. China flying the flag for Red Bull, as Hennessy did DNF, and Ados goes and sets a fastest lap, taking it away from any of the points finishes, taking away that extra point from the other drivers here. And yeah, as we're on to lap 36, SJ, I'll pass back over to you.
Yeah, congratulations, Dynasty, getting driver of the day. Well done to him. Well, we're just going to see who's going to get the last point of cleanest driver. F7 looks like to take the win here. 13 seconds out in front. What a drive from him. 2A has done as best as he can. Gangster is going to cause even more of a problem, getting the fastest lap down there in P19, but will not get any points for it. We've got a 4-way battle with Tyler, Dynasty, Wogjet, and also just them people. I just forgot to say, I thought there was someone else in there in the mix, but it's looks like it's someone. Oh, who else is it? There's 2 A's too far in front. It's Tyler, Dynasty. Oh, Wogjet. 3-way battle. Sorry, I do apologise. Then we've got.
Yeah, I'm not sure Wogjet's gonna be very impressed with that one,
mate. No, he's gone. He's in the gravel. Wogjet's in the gravel. Oh no, absolute drama here. And then we're going all the way down, and I think it's that Gangster. Is that Gangster that's causing the problem? It is Gangster that's causing the problem. And that's going to give Tyler the opportunity to keep on to that P3 and take it away from Dynasty that's in P4. Fantastic job here. And there you go. F7 gets the job done. 2A finishes into P2. We're going to see Tyler finishing up in P3. He'll be absolutely stoked with that position. Fantastic. Absolute little bit of drama there at the end. And we've got Wogjet, who will not be happy. But still, P5, got to be happy with that. She done after everything tonight. P6. Bread, what a drive from him in P7. Calco and Wrecker Ralph from P8 and 9. We've got China and P10 reserving up. Good job from him. Reigns, what a job from him as well through the defence that he did earlier on. Unfortunately, didn't get driver of the day. Protein Group P12, Com United P13, Mudpack P14, Minmay P15, Falcon P16. He will not be happy with this feature out of the points as well. So we will not be happy with that. Anos finishing up in P17. Jennifer and Gangster are P18. Oh, wow. Well. I am just about to get the interviews. So P1 was
F7.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. F7.
2A in P2.
2A.
Tyler and Davey P3.
Tyler.
Do you bring the driver in that driver of the day in, or
Yeah, you do.
yeah? So Dynasty as well.
There we go. All right, get those guys in. And there we go. There are the celebrations for the podiums. Well, there we go. Cleanest driver is also, let's have a look. Cleanest driver goes to Falcon. So Falcon does get the extra point. So lucky him because he was at the points. That's that's karma, isn't it? Like honestly, you're out the points and then you get cleanest driver. Oh God, it is what it is. F7 taking P1, 2A taking P2, Tyler taking P3. There we go. We've got one DSQ Gangster getting the fastest laps. We took that away, but he won't get it. And cleanest driver going to Falcon as well. What a night of racing this has been tonight, and I am just about to jump in and quickly talk to Keeper. Keeper, your summary of tonight's race.
Well, that was a baptism of fire for me in my first comms. That was insanely hectic, but the thing we love to get out of street circuits here is you can see that drama and not have people's races impacted by safety cars. So I welcome these open tracks. I welcome this racing, and obviously a lot of driver errors, a couple of bits of contact between a few drivers along the way as well, but that was good, hard racing, and it was very, very entertaining. It's nice to be out of those street circuits, that's for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. And great drive altogether. Right, we've got a few of these guys. We're going to go for an interview because we do have Division 2, which is going to be open very, very shortly in the lobby in about 10 minutes. So we'll get these interviews up and running and get these guys to enjoy the Baku race, which is going to be on earlier. So let's go straight to it. So, Keeper, I will let you take it away with Drive of the Day. Dynasty in the Aston.
Hey Dynasty, how you going, mate?
Good, mate.
Yeah, you would have been very happy with that drive. You were the only one that started on softs, and I thought you did a really good job of making them work and gaining a lot of positions in that first stint.
Yeah, tried to. People were just taking each other out left, right, and centre. So I got my wing clipped on the first lap, which was unfortunate. But people just kept pushing each other off track, pushing each other into the dirt. So I just kept making positions up where I could, burnt my battery when I needed to, and just basically pit earlier, knowing that the undercut is really good here.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, your tyres were a little bit older towards the end there, which just made it a bit hard to hold onto that podium. But overall, I thought that was a fantastic drive from you, mate. Very well done.
Thanks, mate.
Over to you, SJ.
Yeah, Dynasty. What a drive, mate. It's really weird seeing you in any other car apart from a Mercedes, I've got to say. Obviously, you've been Mercedes TP, you've driven for Mercedes, and now you're in the Aston. But what a race, mate. Obviously, you did take those tyres to the end as well, which is a massive props to you because I honestly thought they would be cooked. But in all, yeah, I bet they were. In all, the sprint and the feature, how did you find it? And do you enjoy the track, Zandvoort?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's been really good. Just it's just a matter of just biding your time because people just kept taking each other out. As I said, like the amount of times I saw Chidang off the course, and then I saw Wogjet spin behind me, which is unfortunate for him. But yeah, overall, it's just a matter of just keeping it clean, tidy, and make your way through. I believe I was impeded in the main feature race, so we'll have to wait and see about that. But no, overall, getting from the back to the front, or trying to get to the front, was pretty decent. So we take it.
It's nice to see you and Tyler have a nice little battle there. It's like Sensei versus Master.
Yeah, he has to earn it. He's not just given it.
It was good to see. It's like Sensei and Master. Also, congratulations on Drive of the Day. I think there's one thing we noticed that we saw tonight. I know you're talking about drivers going off track. It was a lot of driver errors. We saw 5 driver errors in 10 laps. It was a lot of errors which pushed Wreck-It Raf down the back, Bread down the back, Chidang. You think dirty air was a big problem tonight for most of the guys being behind?
Not really. I didn't feel it as much because I changed my line quite a bit. I don't know if you saw a couple of moves I made up the hairpin. I just saw people going off track and then some very, very questionable re-entries, I must say. One clipped the person behind me, and then I think at the end there we had a lapped car trying to unlap themselves in a battle. So that was very interesting.
Right.
To say the least.
We have seen a few of them. The onboards were onto it tonight, which is really good to see. But no, honestly, a fantastic night, a long night ahead, and enjoy the Baku race, mate. And congratulations on the drive of the day. Unfortunately, just missing out on that P3, but no, well deserved, and a great 2 races in the points. P4 twice in 2 weeks. You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it's overall good points. That's all I'm after. Just keep it clean and tidy. No more LP, and I'll be right.
Doing a great job for one, Tom. Anyway, congratulations, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, mate. You too.
Right, we will head over to P3. I'll take this one away very quickly because I can't wait to talk to this guy, Simon Davey. Oh, mate, Imola last week. Probably won't talk about that.
Oh, don't remind me
Let's
about
talk
that
about
one,
this. This is a redemption. I think that little pep talk from Vettel, smashed it, mate. Absolute fantastic race.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, tough race against the old sensei. But yeah, got there in the end. It's been a while. It's been too long since I was in here.
I know, and I remember me and you. I think either at the same team or on different teams. I can't remember. I finished 3rd and you finished 4th, if you remember, here in Zandvoort. When you were in
I remember those days.
Yeah. So I knew that you were good at
those
this
days.
race. I knew you were good at this track. So how did you feel tonight? All in all, sprint and the feature.
Our quali, I think, as a whole team, our quali has been a little bit poor. But there's just there's so many rapid people. But yeah, quali was a bit poor from me. But throughout both races, I felt like I did have the pace. I will say that I was running a very different setup to everyone. I was running a lot higher wings. So against Dynasty, the best ERS saver in the world, I could chuck it in hot lap and still have enough to push, and yeah, it felt good. I don't know what's up with this track, but it felt good. Even on 90% wear or whatever the front left gets to, you can still flick it into the right and make it stick. But really good, really good. That's how I feel. Really good.
Well, mate, I'm stoked for you because I know that you get a bit frustrated and being in this division and
I know what you're talking about, man. I know what you're talking about.
No, honestly, a really good drive, and obviously your teammate as well, Brett. He struggled and then he managed to make his way back up through the field. So no, great job, and I'll pass you over to Keeper.
Thanks, mate.
Hey Tyler, how you going tonight, mate?
Oh, getting there.
Getting there, that's the way. Very good drive, first of all, mate. Thought you'd done a really, really good job there, and big battles at the end there. So I thought you handled that very well, and got the job done you needed to get to P3 in the end. What were your thoughts in those closing stages?
From about lap 28, I thought Dynasty has to pick because he I don't know what lap he boxed, but he had 3 lap older tires than me, and I was in line to make 95% wear. So I think that's what I did. So I thought Dynasty was definitely gonna have to fit again, but he didn't. Anyway, I kept in hot lap the whole time, and just hoped that the two ahead of me, Dynasty and whoever the other one would make a mistake, and what the other one did. And as I said before, Dynasty, the switching to medium, then hot lap, then none, then medium. He just plays mind games with you more than he drives. It's actually crazy. But really good driver, really clean racing. Just happy to be here again.
Yeah, very, very well done, mate. And that's an underrated part of racing, with especially the top divisions that know how to do it a lot more, is changing through those different ERS modes while still being able to focus on the battles that you're in and stuff like that as well. You've probably not spoken about enough, but obviously I'm a Div 6 driver myself, and I try to fiddle with those things as little as possible and try and find something comfortable work for me, just so I can just focus on racing. So, credit to you guys for doing that and tight battle as well. And yeah, congratulations on the podium, mate. I thought it was very well deserved.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Legends.
Brazil up next, Tyler.
Sorry?
Brazil up next, my friend.
Oh, I don't know, 2A, watch out. I'll be up there with
I
you.
was waiting for him to say him.
I want to cook.
He's going to cook.
Looking forward to it.
He's going to cook burnt eggs. Well done, Tyler. Great job.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, we'll go over to 2A, and I've got to start this off, Keeper, and then I'll let you continue. Let's talk about the strategy. Even though you had a fantastic night in both races, obviously F7 strategy just seemed to work, and unfortunately might have been caught up by the traffic of rains, which we'll talk about as well. But what made you pit with everyone still on the same inters?
That's the question of the day, isn't it?
Is it the engineer? Was it the
Nah.
engineer that told you to do it?
No, actually, both the engineers were not available at that
Wow.
particular time, and I didn't realize we were on lap. I was going into lap 10. I thought it was lap 8 because I was trying so hard, even though I had a 6-second gap. My strategy is always once I'm in first, I keep pushing to push that gap, and so I thought I had 8. We were on lap 8, and when I pitted and I saw lap 10, I was shocked. I was over after that, and I figured we could still make it work with 2 laps left. But once I came out the pits and I was in P11, P10, oh man, blunder of the week is what it is.
Yeah, I am. I'm a bit confused because I can guarantee you, from your point of view, and knowing you from being an ex-teammate of yours, I reckon there's a few swear words in that comms box or engineering box because everyone was on the inters. No one decided to make the stop apart from yourself, and
Yeah.
you did make some positions, but you made one position, and unfortunately, you only got 1 point because the fastest lap got taken away from you from someone that was at the back. So it didn't work, which is, really unfortunate. And these things happen. So people are questioning it. And the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is obviously the feature. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, that seem to think soon as someone is fast, they need to be moved up left, right, and centre. And we've had this debate so many times, but
Sure.
I can have this conversation with yourself, Chidung, Raf, right? This is probably an extremely competitive division, and we have not seen you probably that fast on wet tyres in a race this season. We saw you, you and Gangster, obviously in a very good position in Monaco, obviously P1, P2. Then the rain came and then things changed. Do you believe you're too quick for the division, or do you believe that you're right matched? Because F7 is giving you a run for your money, and obviously done very well tonight. Shidang, we know he's got some serious pace. Raf has not won a race yet and is up there in the top 4. Brandy now is making his way up through the pack. Tyler is obviously just putting in points. So how do you feel?
Well, the incident in Monaco was a bad engineering call. I was not too happy with how that call was made.
Mm-hmm.
But that's in the past. I'm pretty confident in the wet. I don't know about these other guys in the division. I know probably F7 does, but I'm confident in saying that I put in the most practice on my off days, and I do practice in the wet. I don't know what these other drivers are doing and what they think are doing, but yeah, no, I definitely practice dry and wet, and I'm pretty confident when it comes to my wet pace. In regards to being in the right division, I think I am. I mean, look at F7; he just gapped me by like 13 seconds. But I think I'm in the right division. I mean, I've been I came into this league halfway of the last season.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Div 4 is so competitive that if you're in the mid pack or the back, you can mess up by just somebody else running into you, and your whole race is just messed up. And unfortunately, the first 3 or 4 races in this division, I was a magnet for other people's mistakes. I think one of the races I let off going into turn 1, I let 3 cars pass me, and I still got wrecked. How does that work? I'm not sure. So, yeah, I'm definitely playing catch up at the moment.
Yeah, it's. I let Keeper talk in a sec, but it's a frustrating thing that frustrates me a lot because I get it. I get DMs. Oh, this guy's too quick for this division, and I'm looking at the stats now. You've won 1 race, mate, all season. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
if you F7s, well, he's taken 3. He's taken 3 on the bounce. You
Yep.
know, you probably should have got Baku, but that's obviously a mistake that you learned on the safety car restart. You need to go consistent speed, and that was something you didn't do,
Right.
which is obviously a learning curve. But apart from that, you've been there. You know the rest of the pack. I'm seeing tonight. You know, look at the look at the qualifying. Whoever thought we were going to see those guys at the top? No, and that's no offense to them, but how it was going.
Right.
You know, it's just. I just think the division's great, and once again, congratulations on the P2, and that's all from me. I don't want to go on waffle too much because we've got Division 2, but no, congratulations 2A, and I'll pass you over to Keeper.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, congratulations on P2 in the feature 2A. I thought you drove pretty well, so well done for that one, mate.
Thank you.
My question to you, and you don't have to go into details about numbers and everything like that, but did you run more of a wet favoured setup so that you would qualify well? Is my question, because you had a lot of pace in the sprint race and didn't look like anyone could catch you, and then you've obviously done pretty well in the quali for the feature race, and not as well as you might have liked, but you've done pretty well. But you just didn't seem to have any pace in the dry on that second stint trying to catch F7.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good until I ran into his teammate, like I have been the last 2 races, and I knew as soon as I came up on Gaines, his teammate, on that second stint, because I was already catching F7. I knew that once I get past Calco and Gaines on the second stint, I was up there with F7. But once I saw Reigns, I was like, oh, I already know he already probably has a broken wing. He probably has 10 laps on those tires like he normally does in the last 2 races. But yeah, once he was defending real hard, yeah, I couldn't catch up. At one point, the engineer came in halfway and was like, "Hey, let's not focus on him because it's looking like he's gapping you half a second every lap." So we just left that alone at that point.
Yeah, no, that's sometimes it's better to just, especially once that gap gets out too big, sometimes it's better to just solidify that position you've got rather than
Right.
mess up chasing one that might be a little bit harder to get to. I get that because I have that thought process as well
Right.
in my races.
In regards to the wet setups, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I don't use wet setups when I see a dry race. I have both setups. I have multiple setups for each track, that low down force, high, whatever the case may be. But typically, when I see rain in qualifying, I use my dry setup, and I do my thing in it.
Yep. No, that's cool, man. I was just curious because you were very, very quick in that sprint race, and just didn't seem to have it in that as much in the Obviously, you're quick compared to a lot of the other guys, but F7, as you said, his teammate definitely done him a solid there. So
For sure.
I think you did really well to get through that and avoid the drama because he was defending very hard. And yeah, congratulations again on your P2, mate.
Thanks. GG's F7.
Okay, all right. We'll go over to the last interview before we then head over to Division 2, which will might even just continue the stream, actually, because it's about that time. So we probably won't end it. We'll just go straight to the waiting soon screen. F7, mate. Sprint. Let's talk about the quali, mate. You kept that extremely narrow, mate. You must have had a second to do that time for qualifying.
So the plan was for the sprint quali was to go out early, try and stay out of the traffic, and it was working. But then I had the massive slide coming out of the first turn, and I just thought I'll abandon the lap, I'll go back around and start again. And then I was coming out of the final corner, it was like 5, 4, 3, and I think I engaged ERS a little bit earlier and used a lot more than I normally would just to try and get over that line. So it wasn't the best lap I could possibly do, but I still got through and set the lap time.
Yeah, it was touch and go, mate. You really did use every single bit of your speed as much as you can. And obviously a very interesting night. Sprint probably not as good as you probably wanted compared to the feature. Now the feature just seemed to go to a plan. obviously we don't know what happened within, so there was a few incidents earlier on, obviously with a lap car as well. But strategy for you just seemed to work massively, and that is thanks to your teammate. Reigns did you an absolute solid and held up Calco for quite a long period of time. Even though Calco had the 10 seconds, that pushed you to a 3.5 second lead.
Yeah. I come out of that pit stop. I was behind Bread. I tried to get past Bread as fast as possible, and then I saw who was in front, and I was like, he's either gonna let me go and accidentally let Cal go through, or he's gonna do me an absolute solid and defend like crazy, like he always does. And he let me through. He was able to keep Calco behind, and it was just at that point I tried to keep him in the DRS on that straight after I'd gotten past him, and then it was just 2A came out, and it was just trying to get as fast as possible away from the both of them. And I think it really helped that it brought 2A and Calco together after they'd gotten past Reigns, and they just were wearing out their tires, battling with each other. So I was just driving as fast as possible without making a mistake, trying to make the gap bigger.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, mate. It's Christmas in 3 months, mate. You need to buy Reigns a Christmas present because he's done you a solid tonight, mate. Holding up that position and obviously getting the win. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but obviously a little bit of frustration coming from stream tonight that yourself and 2A are too quick. Obviously, your situation a bit more different now. This is the third win you've got of the season. Are you feeling that you're in a momentum? You're on a high? What's the go at the moment? Where is this form come from?
Obviously, I know I had the pace at the start of the season. I got the podium at Saudi, and I had 2 bad Grand Prix, and then it was all about just regaining my composure, getting the practice in, and I know that people are going to think that I'm faster than this division, but it's only because I put the practice in when I can, and I put the practice in to go out there and just try and win the race. And I mean, obviously it's been working for me these past couple of races because I've gotten 3 of them, so
definitely
I must be doing something right.
Well, I'll tell you something, mate. I bet you're 100% enjoying your racing here, which is good. And I think there is better things to come still from F7. And I think it's all about that name change. I think that's why you're winning all the races now. But no, honestly, congratulations, mate. Another fantastic win. It wasn't easy, but it did look easy in the end when you look at the points gap. Obviously, the time gap in the end. But Interlagos is up next, and I will pass you over to Keeper. And you have a great weekend, my friend.
Thank you, you too.
How are we going tonight, F7?
Good, how are you, Keeper?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good, thanks. First of all, mate, congratulations. That was a great drive, especially in the feature race tonight, mate. I thought you'd done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
My first, a bit around strategy. So we've seen Div 1 last night. Campbell Adams ran long, and it worked for him. 2A tried that tonight, and it didn't work. My question to you was, were you always planning to pit when you did, or was it situational and you knew that was a good time to pit to get the undercut on the 2 in front of you?
I was keeping up with the 2 in front of me. I was planning on pitting about lap 14, and I looked at the tyres and went, they're a little bit worn, more than I probably want them to be. I asked the engineers, and I was like, should I pit? And we made the decision that I was going to dive into the pits and try and make the undercut, and it worked. I was able to just get past Calco and get past 2A, but I certainly wasn't planning on pitting on the lap 12 going up to 13.
Yeah. So obviously very situational for you, stuck in the DRS there a little bit, even though you're keeping up with them. The undercut, like you said, it obviously worked very well for you. I know there's been a lot of talk about Reigns and him helping you a lot, and he definitely did, because 2A was gaining on the cars in between you and him pretty quickly when he came out of the pits, and obviously had the 3-lap fresher hard. So it was good that he held him up for you, but don't take that away. Don't let anyone take that away from your drive, mate, because even after he got past there, I think you put like another 7 or 8 seconds on him by the end of the race. So well done, mate. That was a great drive and a very well-deserved win.
Thank you.
Over to USJ.
Yeah, thank you very much, Keeper. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in. Nishka, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate that. Was also Glenn Collectibles 201. I wonder what you collect, mate. Thank you very much for the follow. Guys, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fantastic night of Racing Division 4. Hopefully, we'll be back with the normal commentators next week, and hopefully, we did a stellar job for you. Keeper, mate. Absolute fantastic job, mate. For the first time being in the comms box, you did a stellar job, mate. Probably be talking about things that probably can improve or do from it. But honestly, mate, fantastic job. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and anything from you before we wrap it up and go over to Division 2?
Not too much from me, SJ. Thank you very much for having me. Thanks for the opportunity. Obviously, it's first time, and I was a bit nervous about doing it, but I had a really good time, and I obviously know myself there's things I can improve on in the comms box, but after tonight, it's definitely something I think I wouldn't mind dabbling into in the future again. So hopefully, it won't be too long, and I'll see you back in here.
Yeah, see you next week. Nah, fantastic job. Well done, mate. Appreciate it, and appreciate all the help tonight as well.
No, thank you, mate.
And you can sit back and relax and enjoy Division 2.
We'll see. I'm on boards, mate, so we'll see how relaxing that is.
Oh, I'm sure it will be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We are about to get underway for Division 2, which starts in the next 10-15 minutes. We have a return of a fantastic commentator, and I mean, he is a fantastic commentator. If you've watched the draft, if you watched Division 4 last season, you'll know who that man is, and he will be joined right beside me when we get underway with Division 2, which I'm sure is going to be a very, very fun-filled night as well. And if it hasn't tonight, then you've still got more action, because straight after Division 2, if you can just wait a little bit, you will see the Baku race live at 11 o'clock my time, and that is 9 o'clock your time. So get ready to pause and record, or whatever you need to do. If you're on F1 TV, pause it. Do not do any spoiler alerts. Just pause it, because if you haven't seen it, or if you're about to see it, it's going to be fantastic. Max Verstappen P1, Sainz P2, and Liam Lawson P3. No McLaren in the top 3 in the Baku race. So that is something to look out for, especially when you see where they ended up finishing. So get ready for that. Get ready for Division 2. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors, AI369, Pagni and SimLab, and also our affiliate SRC. Get ready for more action. We'll be back next week with more action with Brazil at the Interlagos for Division 4. Fantastic race by all of the podium winners tonight. F7, 2A, Tyler, Driver of the Day Dynasty, and the cleanest driver of Falcon. It's been a great night. Thank you very much. And as always, F7 is the one to watch out for in this championship. But will he take it? That is the question. Long way to go. Long way to go. We'll see you very soon. Good night.